Good afternoon, folks. Fox It Outdoors here, aka Cliff. It is 1:42 p.m. on Thursday, February 20th. It's like 64 degrees out here. It is absolutely lovely weather. A few clouds here and there, as you can see. Aside from that, nice and sunny. I'm out here doing a little bit of yard work. Again, I'm always doing yard work, doesn't matter what time it is. Give you guys a bit of an update as to what's going on here. So I separated my cherry trees. If you guys remember on the last video, these two were actually stuck to each other, but they weren't actually stuck to each other. They were and they were not. So they were attached to the original graft, but they grew from the bottom of what was grafted onto that rootstock. So the rootstock grew these two. So whatever was above the graft died off, and now I have these two. So I have no idea what cherry trees these are going to be until either this season or next season. This is what they were supposed to be. They're supposed to be the semi-dwarf Montmorency cherries. I'm sorry, you guys, it does not want to focus for some reason. That's what the graft was supposed to be. Rootstock, I have no idea what cherry tree this is. It could just be a standard cherry. It could be a Bing cherry, for all I know. I have not a clue. I will at one point, once the soil settles, I will get a stake in these so they don't blow over. I want to get this one a little straighter because this one's crooked. That's where it stopped growing last season and then grew the next node or section of tree. You can see it did the same thing here. I don't know why this thing does not want to focus today. But yeah, it stopped just right above the Y, right where my thumb tip's at, and then just started growing some more. But that's how trees do it. That's how they like to grow. Right over here we have my garlic. I got a couple of them popping up here. Where's the other one? I just seen him. There's one there, and one there, and a couple there. I planted about 30 or 40 in here, so I'll see what happens. I did put them under a significant layer of straw mulch, as you can see. Front half has nothing in it yet. I'll be planting stuff here soon, probably within the next week or two, as my weather starts to warm up. Like I said, I am working out here, so I will show you what I'm doing here in a moment. Oop, you know what? I actually have to go back inside because I forgot my container. So, quick journey. Check this out, by the way. My winter cactus finally actually put out flowers. As you can see, I had 5 of them on there. Actually, I had about 8 of them, but so far it's kicked the bucket on some of them. But these are the recent flowers. The 2 vibrant ones, middle screen and top right, are the new ones. 2 down below are bad, and the one in the back corner is a couple days old. And that's the first time I've actually gotten blooms off that thing in about 10 years. So I'm going to leave that plant particularly where it was sitting, and it's going to stay there for pretty much all eternity. And then here's what we're doing today. I am going to be planting my other gold raspberry or yellow raspberry. That'll be going in this container. I already sifted out all of the pertinent junk from the dirt that was in there before. This is my new mix. Basically, a fifth of a bag of Pro Mix. I have half a shaker of the Shake and Feed All-Purpose, which gets mixed in there. And then I had just a couple of random pots of dirt that I mixed in with it. And then I do mix a whole bag of the garden soil. And I pretty much get my mix out of there. Apologies for the constant walking back and forth, but I just want to give you guys a heads up as to what I'm actually doing. So essentially what I'm doing with this is, because I want the soil pretty moist, but not super dry. As you can see, this stuff is not quite 100% as moist as it needs to be, but that's only because of the Pro Mix. So what I'm doing is chucking a shovelful, well, a bigger shovelful, into my pot, leveling it out as best I can. So I'm on a hill right now. There we go, a little better. And then soaking it, giving it a good soak. So it's even and wet. You can see I'm leaking water, but that's good because I want this wet and saturated so the dirt sinks a little better. Sorry for the obnoxious movement range. Again, I don't have anybody helping me film this, so I have to do it all on my own. Let's take this guy out of the box. And looks like I can put her right about there, and let's get this twist tie off. Let's see what this box actually gives me. And it seems the only place I can find the yellow raspberries are at Tractor Supply, which is kind of odd. So I'm going to see what the rootstock is. Ooh, and this is a really sad bare root. And I do mean really sad. So I have no idea how well that's going to work. I'm just going to dump the dirt in here first. Sorry. I don't know where I'm aiming. Yeah, we'll get a little bit more in here. And God, this is actually kind of terrible. I don't know about this rootstock. I should have grabbed a different one. I really should have. So I'm just going to throw 2 shovels right away. Get her in there, buried. And then I'll adjust accordingly. Since I have that L on there, I'm going to kind of bring her up kind of high. Pack it down a bit. Alright. Get another soak on. I'll do it this way so you guys aren't getting dizzy while I'm doing this. And then we'll get the last little shovel bit on top just to fully coat it. I'm making a mess, but I don't care. This is dirt and this is a yard. Can't have everything perfect. All right, so there's that planted. Our 1 golden raspberry done. And I have another bush, which I will be putting over here. So I'm going to take this bush out. I'm tired of this thing. It doesn't do anything. The flowers produced by it literally look like the same ones that my strawberries put out. So I'm going to yank this, and then I have a bush style raspberry plant. And I'm going to be putting it in here. I think it'll do better in this one anyway. And then this plant I'm going to probably just put in like one of my whiskey barrel style planters. So it'll probably just end up in this thing here. So I'll probably just put it in there. And then, like I said, I did plant, this is the other one I planted yesterday. Was my Golden Delicious. Already squared away in here. My $18 stick. I paid $18 for a stick, but it's got a really good root system on there, so I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. Corn, doing well. My potatoes are starting to potato. Onions, as you can see, I have tons of flowers on my lemon plant. I actually have a couple of lemons down there. My Mexican limes are doing fantastic. A couple of the ladies are in here, so you can see all the flowers on here. Bringing in all of the stingy ladies, but not the angry stingy ladies. I'm bringing in all of my nice pollinators. I have a weird tree over here. It's apparently getting too wet. I don't know what it is. It's just a weird tree. My sunflower, folks, by the way, from the pot down there. I cut out all the other ones. There's one little one left in there. I just left it in there, but I got potatoes are starting to pop up in here. That's a potato plant. And I got a couple carrots. Biggest thing in here in the greenhouse, check this out. This was a fun one. So I've got my ambrosia cutting. It's actually starting to, looks like it's starting to open. So that's good. I've got a couple of little eggs on here for something. I threw 2 acorns in here. All the rest of my stuff is going well. My chives, which I keep chopping every couple of days and they just grow back. Then there is my pepper plant. I believe this one's a bell pepper. Might be a Tabasco, but I think it's a bell pepper. Look, I already got 1 pepper on there. That's my other pepper plant. I had to stake it up. It was a little too stringy, or leggy, as gardeners would say, or all of us would say. So I put a little bamboo stake in there. My basil is doing absolutely fantastic. I mean, this thing is... I've been chopping the heck out of this thing. Ooh. My plant. It's a little wilty, but check this out. Peter peppers. Already growing Peter peppers for the new season, folks. And I actually have like a couple of them on here. There's another one over here in the corner. There's another one. I got a few on here. I just got to find them all, but... Yeah, check this out. I got jalapenos up here. I got 1 jalapeno there. Thought I had another jalapeno on here, but I just do not. But check out this plant. So there's the bottom of it, and there's the top of it. That thing's about 2.5, almost 3 feet tall right now. Going crazy. Oh yeah, see, look, I got 2 Peter peppers on there. My ghost plant, my yellow ghost, still not doing anything, but still not dead. 1 cottonwood tree. Actual update on my lemons, my Mexican limes. I did show these ones off last Saturday on a live, but figured I'd give you guys a little bit of a heads up. Still got 1 here, but I don't know if it's going to die or not. But right now, I'm still fairly happy. I have technically 6 plants, so good there. Pine tree cuttings because I'm bored. My onions doing fantastic. My 1 pineapple. It's actually got some what are those things called? Roots, which is good. And then I have a citrus in here, but it's not doing anything at the moment. Aside from that, I have just, I mean, you can see here, folks, I barely have room to walk into this thing because I have just stuff everywhere. Oh, and then I got another, where that jar is, I got more potatoes. And I got potatoes out here. And my garlic is starting to pop up. As you can see, there's one. These are the better views. I got some here, little triangles worth. I got more in there, but they're slowly taking their time. But again, these things, they're garlic. They'll pop up on their own. Nothing spectacular here. Sadly, haven't done much. Ooh, you know what? While I'm at it, I'll give you guys an update on what I've been doing over in the corner of my yard. So check this out. It's my new garden bed, or partial new garden bed. I have nothing in the 2 planters here. I did take one of my rocks and stuffed it in the middle, just to give it a kind of like a more balanced look. But yeah, right now this is just kind of a temporary. I'm going to readjust this. I'm going to probably just do the way I have it here. I'm probably going to do it 2 foot long by about 6 or 7 feet, whatever the heck length these things are. But as you can see, I've got tons of these boards over here, and I've got tons more over there. And then my rosemary survived, thankfully. And then more garlic. These guys are actually doing pretty good. Coming up quite nicely through a 6 or 8 inch layer of, I mean, you can see this stuff is like compacted leaves from my shredder. So doing well over here. Aside from that, nothing going here. Trees are doing what trees are doing. Most of these black planters are mint, so I got more mint over there. All of my mint. My pecan tree, onions, nothing. And then check this out, my parsley. My parsley's going crazy. Still hasn't died. Just managed to make it all winter long, just chilling in here. I usually stick it under that at night when it gets cold. But yeah, aside from that, I haven't done anything else much. Figured I would give you guys a little bit of an update as to what is going on my property during the winter / beginning of spring. Yeah, so don't know what else to say, so I'm going to end her here, folks. Do me a favor on the way out, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification to get notified anytime I post a new video, short and or go live. This is going to be Fox It Outdoors signing off, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one.